Mouse, 0. John Coupland, 1. Proton Satria seat mission is a go. Legends, hello. Welcome back to the channel. John here on a glorious afternoon here in Lincolnshire. I'm in my van. Why am I in my van? Well, as the title suggests, I'm about to undertake a 200-mile round trip on the quest for some seats, because if you remember in one of the previous videos, Mr. Mouse had gone munchy and had eaten the seats in my Satria project. Now I put out a plea for help, a cry for help. Has anybody got any seats? And I had loads of people say, yeah, probably somewhere in a unit, because we used to race these. Anyway, I've got people in Southampton saying they've got a set. I've got people in Wales saying they've got a set, and people closer to home in Derbyshire. Anyway, I'm going on a mission this afternoon. It's what, 3 o'clock now. I'm hoping to be there for 6 and back home for 8. But it is a 200-mile round trip to collect some seats. In this video then, hopefully, by the end of it, I'm going to have some Satria seats that, well, haven't been eaten by a mouse. Come with me then. Now, before I set off on my journey, I've got something really important to do, which you should be doing as well before having a big old journey. It's checking your tyre pressure. So I've got my air compressor, and I'm going to check my tyre pressures on my van before I get all that way. The last thing I want is to have a problem sort of 20 miles away from home. Aha! Good news! The importance of checking tyre pressures there, because every single tyre on my van was underinflated. One actually by about 10 psi, it got dropped down to 20. So yeah, good job we checked that. We're now ready, kind of, to head out on the road. I've set the sat nav up. I'm going to get some snacks, put them in the van, then it's time to head off. So I'm in, I've got my snacks, I've got my sat-nav, and I've got some drink for the journey. Now, what is my journey? Let's take a look. Well, I've put it into my sat-nav, and according to my sat-nav, I'm going to get there at 6 o'clock tonight. Bang on time, because that's when the chap gets home from work. Let's take a look at my journey, because I'm starting my journey in Boston, in Lincolnshire, which is where I live, right on the east coast, and I'm going to be taking, well, the A17 across to Sleaford and Holdingham roundabout. From there, it's taking me onto the A17 and then onto the A1 towards Tuxford, across west to Chesterfield, and to my final destination near Matlock. It's sort of north of Matlock. So at the moment, my mileage is 90 miles and my journey time is 2.5 hours. That's a long way to go for some seats, right? Now, the chap I'm going to go see, he's called Mark. Young lad. I think the reason that he's got these seats is he has raced the Satrias in the past. And I have got a little bit of a confession to make. Mark messaged me late last night and I said, yeah, I'm going to come down to your unit this afternoon. But I haven't actually seen the seats he's offering me. I'm hoping they're the right thing. Yes, potentially I'm doing something quite silly, which is driving 200 miles for something that may not be the right thing. I've jumped on the opportunity to go and have a look. He may even also have some other Satria parts for sale. So if they're not the right thing, please watch the video anyway, because, well, I'm going to have to pay for my fuel somehow. But sadly, Mrs. JC is unable to join us on our journey today, as is Dad. In fact, he didn't really fancy a 2.5 hour drive to go and pick some seats up with me. But never fear. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you the whole journey there, but I am going to show you some highlights of the journey. For those of you that want a cabin shot, by the way, of the Fiat Doblo, there it is. Not a bad looking thing. Check out my capybara. 10 minutes into my journey and I have already hit school traffic in Boston. If any of you know Lincolnshire, you will know that traffic locally in Boston is a nightmare. It's already added 20 minutes to my journey. Hooray! We have defeated the traffic and now we're on to some of Lincolnshire's finest back roads. This is going to be the scene for, well, about 50 of the miles that I'm going to do until we hit the main motorway on the A1. Oh, in front of me is a Honda Fit. A Honda what? Yeah, well, it's an imported, rebadged Honda Jazz. But Honda Fit spotted. Some of you might be asking the question, John, why are you in your van just to pick up some seats? Well, I could have taken the orange Smart, I could have taken the purple Smart, I could have taken Mrs. JC's car, but my van is my go-to, all-inclusive, versatile work hack. And I love driving it, I genuinely do. I'm also a bit of a nuisance in that whilst I'm doing one job, I also like to see what else is in the local area. So there may be other things I'm looking at as well. Use it, prove it, move it, show me how good you are. Aha! Dual carriageway fun. Come on, little snail. One of the reasons I love the Snail is not only is it, well, relatively fast, it's also economical. I've got 440 miles in my tank, and that's half a tank. I've got half a tank of diesel and it's telling me 440 mile range. Can't get better than that, can you?
In half a mile, at the roundabout, take the 4th exit and stay on A17.
Will do. I absolutely hate this roundabout. People have not got used to it yet, and they try and, well, cut you up all over the place. We're heading towards Newark at the moment. We're on Holdingham roundabout. We could go to Peterborough from here, Grantham, Newark, or Lincoln, or McDonald's. Right, let's see who tries to cut us up on the roundabout today. Remarkably, it looks like we're going to get away with it.
Roundabout onto A17.
Got away with that today.
For 14 miles.
And now we're on this road for 14 miles. So far, I am genuinely really enjoying the Satria project. Apart from the fact that it's been munched by a mouse, and I've had to do this journey. But this is all part of the fun, right? It's all part of the content. Looking forward to getting it on the road. Looking forward to getting an MOT on it. And maybe enjoying it. Now my sat-nav is telling me to carry on straight here on the A17 towards sort of Newark, but I think I know a shortcut, so I'm gonna, well, try and take that. This could go wrong, or local knowledge could help. Well, according to the new sat-nav update, I've just shaved 9 minutes off my journey. Why was Google trying to take me that way then? Is it just me, or does anyone else's Google Maps do that? You could go this way. It's 12 minutes faster, but I'm not going to take you that way automatically. God, I really hope these seats are the right thing, else you've watched 15 minutes of me talk nonsense for absolutely no reason. So thank you. Yeah. I'm coming up to my shortcut. Apologies for the smeary windscreen, by the way. I need to clean it. There you have a bit of that. On to the A1. This is my shortcut. Why was it trying to take me that weird old way?
Turn right onto Lavender Way. Signs for Doncaster, A1.
Yeah, this is where we've got to be, look.
In 300 yards, merge onto A1.
It's merging on the A1. But you better not kill the groove. There's a good Toby Carvery around here. Right, here we go. Now we can really stretch the snail. Listen to that 1.3 litre multi-jet engine sing. Now we're on the road to nowhere. I might go to IKEA and Meadowhall on the way. Move out the way, Mr. Quish Quash. There's a snail coming through. Well, at least it's not a Friday. And now, sadly, my journey on the A1 has ended, because if I stay on it then, well, I'm going to hit loads of traffic apparently. So I'm going to turn off.
Take the B6387 exit, then turn left onto B6387.
There you are, to the B6387 towards Retford and Ollerton. Or Gamston Airport too. So I'm going to be taking the old windy back roads now, but it's hopefully going to make me avoid some traffic. Oh, hills. Not used to them round my parts of the world. Oh, poor little Karina. I feel that with no windows, you're probably not going to a new home. Okay, right, well, we're nearly there. I've got 6 miles to go, and I'm in the sort of Derbyshire hills now. I've just passed a little sign that says, warning, dangerous hill. So that fills me with confidence. Oh, honestly, there's been some fantastic sights and sounds. My ears have popped on the way up into the Derbyshire hills because, well, I'm not used to this sort of altitude. Got vertigo. It is a beautiful evening on the way to Matlock. If anything, even if the seats are no good, if they're a load of trash, at least I've had a good old run out in the snail van and I've got to see the Derbyshire countryside. Go on, Mr. Man on your bike, you've got better rights now. I feel like I'm
Take the next right.
in an episode of Emmerdale now. I know that's Yorkshire, but I'm a country boy that's out of my depth up here. I have arrived and I'm pretty confident I found the right place, because look what's on the drive. It's actually a Proton Satria Sport, very rare. The owner, Mark, who is very kindly, hopefully, giving me the right seats, has pulled this out of his unit. He bought it in 2017 and it's a bit of a labour of love for him. But that tells me I'm in the right place. So apparently the holy grail of seats are in this shed, along with Mark. There's Mark. Hello, Mark. How are you doing? Oh, my goodness. Oh, there they are. I feel like I'm doing my Mike Brewer moment now. There it is. There is the seats. And they are the right pattern. And they've not been munched, which is always a bonus. Well, I'm a bit like a child in a sweet shop, because look what I've seen in the corner there, hiding on an engine stand. Could it be? Could it be the 1.8 litre GTI engine? You bet it is. That would be bonkers to fit, wouldn't it? I'm assuming, Mark, you're keeping that and putting that in your Sport.
I certainly am.
That's the plan. Good man.
That is the plan.
I've also nabbed myself a gear gator, courtesy of Mark. Look at that. So I actually brought the old panel with me in the van just to compare, just to make sure that Mark had actually fished out the right things and I wasn't wasting my time. And look, there it is. Yes, it needs a bit of a clean, but it's been sat in Mark's unit for, I don't know, 5 years, when he stripped out his Satria and put a GTI interior in it. Absolutely chuffed to bits. So, Mouse, 0, John Coupland 1. Hey, now, what a top bloke Mark was. He didn't really want to appear too much on camera. He was a bit camera shy. And actually, I've got something else to go look at in the local area, so I didn't want to spend too much time chewing Mark's ear. But the holy grail of Proton seats, so to speak, has been found. And Mark has given me those seats. Yes, I've had to drive 100 miles here and I'm going to have to drive 100 miles home, but I am so happy and so chuffed for Mark and his kindness. Anyway, I'm going to go look at something else now. That will come in a separate video, but job done. 100 miles to find some seats and they are perfect, and they're going to really tart up the Satria project, because I was absolutely gutted, as you know, when I found out that the mouse had had a nibble. Anyway, thumbs up for Mark in this video. Comment down below. Mark is a legend, because he is. And subscribe if you haven't already done so, because the next port of call is going to be to give them a bit of a clean up and fit them back to the Satria once I know that the mouse has gone. Until next time, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little road trip, and I'm so glad they're the right thing. Until next time, have a great day. See you later. Oh, I'm not used to a road like this. Take a look at this. Proper Derbyshire Peak District hill. Crikey, is the snail going to make it? Well, I blooming well hope so. If this little Corsa can make it, I can, surely. Oncoming vehicles in the middle of the road. Oh right, why is that? Look at this. This is one of the craziest roads I think I've ever been on. Oh my goodness, I'm going to need super low gear for this. Oh wow, this is tight. I'm going up into the hills, my ears are popping. Sweet Nora! That is a tight hill. Hello, Mr. Tesco man. It's the Royal Snail Hill Climb. Wow, that was cool. I want to do it again, but this time down. There are so many more Proton related videos on the channel, and I've actually selected a couple that I think you might like here on this page. Give them a click to watch them now. Don't forget to subscribe for more Proton fun and lots more videos coming soon.